What's good? It is your girl, Miss Aaliyah Renee, and we're here again today with another episode. So today I'm going to touch back on walking in your purpose. One of the first videos I did speak on, I did say I'm going to come back with some more information because I feel like that video is a long, could have been longer, but I didn't want to prolong it too much. So when you're walking in your purpose and you finally figure out why you was put on this earth, or your life is starting to connect, to make sense, like everything is coming together, and your vision is more clear of what you're supposed to do or why you was given certain talents, it's gonna get lonely. And when I say it's gonna get lonely, when you grow, when you elevate, certain things you used to do no longer appeases you. It doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't excite you anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're changing, you're evolving into this person that God wanted you to be. He gave you those talents for you to be that. So when you wonder why, like, your relationships with your friends may kind of feel a little different, or if you're in a relationship with a person, and they're one way and their growth may not be at the same level, it's gonna be some issues. And that's cool, because everybody isn't meant to walk with you to this journey, and we do have to start understanding who we are. Like, when you really start to figure out who you are, and I'm talking about like really break down everything of what this person thought, what that person thought, and just you look at yourself, your experiences, the things you've been through, how it shaped you, and your feelings about that experience, how it made you rethink, if it did, you start to see like, this ain't this old person that I used to be, this ain't what I'm looking for. This ain't what I'm trying to be. So it gets lonely. And sometimes you have to have that experience. You have to be by yourself to really, really, see everything. Like, to really have time to think about it, to really see what talents was given to you and connect it to certain experiences. Oh, that's why I went through that. But you have to go through something to know what your full purpose is. You have to experience that, because whatever you experience, even though it may have been terrible, it may have been bad, you may have been homeless, that's an experience, and I guess what I would say, a check mark, or a qualification you've already mastered to your purpose. So now you got something that you can look back when something come up in your life and it brings that same remembrance. You can be like, hey, I've been there before. I mastered that. So I know what to do this time. And with me, the more I start to pay attention to little things, and this was initially what I was going to talk about, like growth, and when you actually um, you see potential in others. But when you have certain gifts and talents that God gave you, you see things in people that they may not see in themselves. And sometimes it doesn't always align. And that's, again, with your purpose. Maybe if you're a healer, or have a healing spirit, your purpose was to heal people. It's okay. And be mindful, those people do take advantage of you. But that's what God blessed you with, that talent. He blessed you with that type of spirit, that you can uplift others, that you can help them when they're down. And you still have to set your boundaries. But when you fully are walking and you're understanding why you're here, it's a lot easier. Like, I noticed my whole life, children related to me. I like kids to a certain extent, and then you will turn around and be like, I don't like nobody bad kids, or these kids get on your nerves. Or even then, be like, I don't want no kids, like my son drove me crazy. But I have a relationship with children, and a lot of those who may not are fortunate as others. For some reason, I know how to correspond with them. That may be my purpose. I'm here to, and it doesn't need to work with kids. So you have to be able to discern what your gifts are. You know what I'm saying? You got to really physically think about it. Like, really think. Because do I want to work with kids? Would I ever be a teacher? Shout out to y'all that are new. I wouldn't. The furthest I got was bus driving at 19. Been a bus driver. But I still was able to help kids. When I lost my daughter, I mentored kids through sports programs. I was a cheer coach for like 2 years. And I mentor kids. Like, I adopted my goddaughter. To this day, it's been what, 10, 11 years, 12 years she's been in my life. So when you find it that people can relate to you, and your gift may be similar, if people can relate to you, if even older people, when you say something, you speak knowledge, you speak life into people, you speak truth, and it just naturally flows without you being able to really process it. That's why normally I think about what I want to do and I just let it free, because it naturally comes. That's a gift. That's a talent. Everybody don't have it. So when you find out what you do and how it may touch somebody else, if you got that type of gift, you gotta let it. You can't, like I always say, why y'all just sitting on y'all talents and y'all gifts? If me being able to talk to a kid that's less fortunate and tell them about life, tell them about mental health, inspire them, speak positivity over their life, speak affirmations to them to build them stronger, why wouldn't I? And I look at everything, even with my business, awareness, where the brand, it brings awareness to life circumstances, diseases, mental health, stuff that we all gonna go through at one point. Somebody in your life, if you ain't already been depressed, you know of somebody. Or if you lose your mom, lose your dad, lose a kid, lose a best friend, you're gonna get blue. And whether you know the title for it or not, it's gonna happen. That's just natural. It's life. This world is like jacked up. And that's why those who believe in God, we know, like, we're not supposed to be just here forever. Who want to be here forever? Your whole goal is to get something way better than that. So how life's supposed to be good here? You will always want to stay here if it was supposed to be good. But these things that he does allow us to go through, it's to shape us for our purpose. You just have to have all these distractions. It could be, like I said, relationships, friends, different devices, and all things that's negative, that's not helping you grow and evolve into who God meant for you to be. It's a distraction to take you away from your purpose. Now, don't get me wrong. No matter what, if it's for you, it's always going to happen. But these distractions only take you longer to get there. So sometimes you just got to really focus and tap into yourself. Like, people get caught up on the social media stuff, like what your body look like compared to this person who probably ain't had no kids. Love yourself for who you are. You shaped like a wisdom tooth. Wear that wisdom tooth. Find something that fits you and rock what works for you. If you got a hourglass figure and you're comfortable in it, wear stuff that compliments you. People got to stop worrying about what everybody else, because all this is just distractions. It's taken away from what you really are designed to do. So y'all just walking around this mug just like zombies, doing what everybody else do, because you're not taking time to figure out who you are. Walk in your purpose. Literally, like, sit down and think about it. Like, yo, what makes me happy? And sometimes it ain't always what make you happy. Because even when I do this, when I'm sitting here, it's nobody else but me. I don't practice this. And all this animation, all this passion, all this excitement is real. It's natural. So that's a gift. That's like something I know that I'm good at. Like, I'm good at talking to people. I'm good at motivating people. I'm good at telling people my story, because you never would have looked at me and thought I went through half the stuff I've been through. And then turn around and you can tell it and got some light behind it. That's powerful. That's like, and it's so many of us that's out here. It's so many of us that got so many talents, but we got too many distractions. We got too many things. Like, even when I have arguments, I used to get into it with my ex all the time. And even when I was pissed off and I'd go off on him, best believe I never said anything that wasn't true, that wasn't facts, that wasn't something that would make you wake up and figure out what you got going on in your life and how this makes sense with this person saying. Like, darn, she right. Everybody around me only there for certain reasons if it benefit them. It's some people you really have to pay attention to that come in your life. They say you have, People come in your life for reasons, seasons, lessons, and blessings, something to that nature. And sometimes it could be more than one. Like it could be a reason that turned out to be a blessing. You just have to manufacture and figure out, like, what was this person here for? And if it wasn't for any of the four that align with you still walking in who you are and your purpose, you got to cut ties. So I hope this inspires you guys, make you look at your life. Like, I've been figuring like what I want to do in my life in 2 years. The next 2 years, what do I want to do? And I'm always evaluating my life, my circumstances. I'm always wanting to grow. So that person that y'all knew last week, last year, last month, a few days ago, she might not like the same things because she's always growing. I am trying to be the best person I can be. Because at the end of the day, you walking around here being this mediocre person, ain't even fully living life because you don't know what you want to do with yourself. You don't have no goals. You have no plan. You have no vision. You gonna be walking around looking silly like a zombie, just taking up space. God ain't blessed you to wake up each morning not to use your talent, not to figure out why he put you on this earth, not to tell other people and show the light if you walking in his path. Stop being stingy. It's too many jacked up people that need somebody to tell them the truth. It's too many kids, and our generation, this new generation, is all this killing with these kids. These kids is lost. And some of y'all parents is to blame. Some of y'all parents are seriously to blame. And you wonder why your kids act. That's a whole another situation. But figure out what you're here for. If you're young now, this is an opportunity for you to be like, darn, I heard this video. Let me get on it now. Because there's some old mugs out here that's 50-some, 40-some years old, 30-some, and still don't know what they want to do with their life. Going around in circles, unhappy with themselves, miserable, worrying about everybody else because they're not walking in their purpose. They're in the shadows of somebody else. So who will be bitter and mad? So again, thank you guys for watching my video. Make sure you like, subscribe. I forget to say that. I forget to put tags again. I just do this because I enjoy it. I'm going to get better at it. I'm going to get all these little extra stuff like people could point up there and boom. And I ain't doing all that. But somebody will end up doing it for me later on. But I appreciate you guys' support, your comments and everything. Y'all have a blessed day.